Good morning, all you lovely people out there from a very festive gnome in the corner today. Um, yeah, no video yesterday. I had the hospital checkups and some more blood tests, more holes in my arms. But looking back through my blood pressure records, the new med is actually bringing my blood pressure down. Now all I've got to do is wait till the 6th of January when hopefully I'll get a result from the last blood test yesterday, which will denounce what other treatment I get, whether I just stay on the treatment I've got. But at the moment, the blood pressure levels are coming down. It depends on what platelets or whatever it is I've got in my blood now and what's occurring there. So but none of that is doing any. The fatigue still there. The tiredness still gets there. That's why there was no video yesterday up till God knows what time. Yesterday morning on the live and then hospital. But anyway, less of me. And in my absence, it's all going off again. As soon as I turn my bloody back on it, we know now we've got the investigation into the PPE scandal, with Baroness Moan being the main focus on this. But why just her? Hancock awarded the contracts, wishy-washy signed off on them. They didn't even look into the company that was supposed to have been supplying them, which is in China. So did they expect to get 100%? But the media have been focused on this £29 million that Moan received. Well, in fact, this deal was multi-hundred-million-pound deal that was done, not just the 29 million that the mainstream media allow you to believe. That 29 million was just her cut. Now, I did share a video on Faceache, I think it was, of exactly how this money ended up in their hands and where and through who. I won't post it on here, but if you want to go and look at my Facebook page, just look up my name there. You'll see it. But it explains perfectly how the money was shoveled around from different companies to different areas and eventually ended up in the Isle of Man, which is where her new husband conducts a lot of his business, apparently. But and don't forget, a lot of this PPE did arrive. It did get here. It was just substandard. Now, to my mind, okay, they've paid for it. Any form of protection, even if it's not as good, is better than none. So why they didn't use it, I don't know. But yeah, the full story of that money is on my Facebook page. Now, with the whole country on strike and dictator Sunak not willing to talk to any of them, these strikes are going to be around for some while because the cost of living ain't going to get any cheaper, the economy ain't going to get any better, and the price of energy is going to keep going up. So I'm afraid to say that these strikes are going to be around for a while until they bring in the new laws to make them illegal, of course, which they're trying to do. But this all is distracting people from the problems with the cost of living. And they seem to be ignoring it, along with mainstream media, that the cost of living is still skyrocketing. Yet they're not doing anything about it. Still think they care? I mean, you've only got to look at the cluster. Ucker the Home Office. What the hell is going on there? I mean, now you've got the Supreme Court has said yes, they can send people to Rwanda. But what we're going to send there, we're only going to get back of what they don't want. And they have literally only got the provisions and everything set up for probably less than 1 week's worth of what's been coming over the channel. So that is a complete waste of time. But hopefully now Macron has been exposed, embarrassed, whichever way you look at it, into showing how they've, it's got out now that the only time they've shown them trying to stop these people launching these boats is when there's a camera there. They've had 2 decent film opportunities and they absolutely used both of them. And I've seen both of them. But then you see the other films of them just stood around watching them leave, helping them, watching them through the roads going down to the beaches. And the thing is, they're still coming. It's like a wave of them. Now the weather's calmed down a bit again, we can expect more coming. They ain't stopping them. They've got no intention of stopping them. And everything, in fairness, Braverman has tried to do her best, but she's been pulled back, shot down, pulled down every single time by Sunak. And now he's even talking about breaking up the Home Office. It shows the mentality of these people. But I've been saying this for ages, all these investigations. We've got one into Chucky Doll now. Truss. Reportedly that traces of drugs have been found in a mansion that she was lent for a party, or she was lent to live in or something. I didn't look into it because I'm just not interested in the bitch. But I wouldn't put it past the shit shower to find that some of them are, shall we say, inhaling things. Because none of them seem to be able to talk straight. They talk a load of bollocks when they're in the house. You got to take every 5th word to take the rest out, and you see what they're trying to say. Their decisions are all over the place. They're backtracking like they've never known where they've been or where they're even trying to get to. There's got to be some form of drugs involved there. Maybe they ought to get some of the meds that I've got, because they seem to be working. But I think now that any hope of the Tories winning the next election is gone. That is gone right out the window now. So we've just got to look and hope that something better comes along in the next, I would say few months, to be honest. I was going to say another year, but I think a few months, the way it's going on. But we've got next year to come now, so we've got to look at the next instalment that's coming of deception and corruption, bullshit, propaganda, narratives, agendas, because they can all change in an instant with this lot. But one thing is guaranteed, these elites will keep filling their pockets while emptying ours. They will keep eating their banquets while taking food off of our table. They've got nothing to worry about, and that's why they don't give a flying fuck about us. I don't really want to do my blood pressure now. But anyway, people, the weather's warming up. Christmas only a few days away, so I'm going to try and be a bit more upbeat and a bit more jolly for the rest of the week. As you can see, I've started with my Christmas festivities, shall we say. And don't forget, Pap's other channel. Now, we've just topped 43,000 subscribers on Police Abusing Powers. Why have we only got less than 1,000 subscribers on here? Less than 1,000 out of 43? Come on, people, you can do better than that. Get over there. It's an important channel with some very important information. So anyway, I had to get that in. As for mine, we're slowly building. We've got 320 at the moment, but it looks like YouTube has had the weekend off. I don't seem to have lost any of them yet. But welcome to the new subs. My respects and thank you. And to everybody that's here, thank you for your support. My respects for it. May do a live either Thursday or Friday just before Christmas, because I probably won't be putting a lot out over Christmas. So, as you know, it's a big one with the family round every year. But until the next one, as always, stay safe, stay strong, and have the best Christmas you can. At least for one day, ignore these clowns in that shit shower in the House of Power. Respects, people.